Before we get into today's video, I do want to let you guys know that this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. Is everybody ready for Christmas? Only a few more days. So I did want to say that I know y'all seen Jasper here in the beginning of the video. He never gets up here and messes with this stuff only because I'm filming. He is one of them. He is truly the 18th child in this house, basically, and he is the Dennis of the menace of the home next to Jaden. Jaden's the one you got to worry about. So in today's video, I wanted to update you on some of the stuff going on with the whole Idaho situation with the 4 Idaho students. And there has been some new stuff that's come out and some new video releases and stuff like that. And a lot of y'all have been asking me to give my opinion and react to it. So I'm going to. And I'm also going to tell y'all my theory and what I think happened here in the case, which to me just seems like it makes the most sense. So let's start off with the white car. So if you guys didn't see my first video where I told the story the best of my ability with the situation and the information that we have out there, I will put a card right up here, but you guys can also go to my playlist and watch that first if you want. But in there, I told y'all that the media / cops / investigators we're looking for a white car. And since then, a white Hyundai was found stranded in Oregon over 750 miles away. These photos were kind of going viral and people were suspecting that this could be the car and it had something to do with the Idaho students. However, since then, Moscow police have said that this white Hyundai Elantra has been identified, and investigators spoke with the owner, and the vehicle involved a collision and was impounded. The vehicle is registered out of Colorado, and the female owner is not believed to have any relation to any property in Moscow, Idaho, or the ongoing investigation. But when you see this car stranded on the side of the road like this with no tag on it, I can see why people were alerted and started contacting the Moscow police. Because, I mean, come on. I mean, it looks like it has just been in some mess and left on the side of the road. However, false alarm for this car, but the cops are allegedly still trying to identify the car that sped down the road the night of the nightmare at the college student's home. I was never thinking like, oh, this is a big clue, this is a car, because it was the car caught on camera driving by in the wee hours of the morning on the night the Idaho students lost their lives. I am convinced still, you guys, somebody walked there, went in that back sliding glass door, and let me tell y'all, I know we're all looking at all these videos. I know that we're looking at the video from the food truck and now the new video that's come out of the 3 girls walking, talking about Adam, which was allegedly the bartender. I'm going to show y'all that video if y'all haven't seen it here in just a second. But I am just convinced it is somebody in that area. And it irritates me because they came out and said that they didn't have a suspect, which I have believed that they have to have somebody in mind. But now I'm starting to wonder if they do. In my opinion, they need to come out and say everybody is a suspect. Everybody in that town is a suspect until they're not anymore. Like this whole, like, we don't have a suspect. I'm still hoping deep down in my gut, I'm hoping that they're only saying that a way they can continue to follow leads on the person that they think it is. But if they really don't have a suspect and they're coming out and saying that, that sounds so dumb to me. Okay, as a very unprofessional person sitting on a stool in her kitchen in front of a Christmas tree. Like, I'm nobody. But I'm just saying, like, everybody needs to be a suspect. There was a statement released by the corner club owner, Mark, trivial piece, and he allegedly made a statement in an email referring to the media presence that is in Moscow right now. And he said, "We cannot wait for these vultures to leave so we as a community can begin to heal. They are disrupting that process and are not welcome." And I am so sorry to you, Mark. I understand that that is probably annoying to have all the media presence, but like, how are y'all going to even begin to heal until you find out who did this to these 4 students in your town? There is still literally a killer loose in your very small town of 26,000 people, and almost half of that being college students that's come in from out of town. And y'all want the media to leave so you can get back to life. I'm trying to understand, like, because I know that you got a business that you want to run and you probably have kids and it's probably annoying. But what would be even more frustrating and annoying is that there's somebody that's in your community that is a murderer, and somebody else could be next. Or that person could be, handing your child their milk at school, or that person could be working for you, or that person could be driving an Uber and picking up a family member or a loved one when they need a ride. Like, in my opinion, the media would be the least of my worries, and figuring out who did this would be the number one thing I'd be worried about. Now, getting back to me believing, and again, I'm no professional. I have no inside information. This is just a feeling, and feelings come and go, right? I may feel thirsty one minute and I may feel angry the next, and I may feel happy the next minute. It's just a feeling. But I have a feeling it is somebody in that area. They walked to that house and went in that back sliding glass door. I believe the person was watching these girls online, possibly Kaylee, because Kaylee wasn't even living in that house anymore. She was graduating and she had left. She had just came back that weekend to spend the weekend with her friend and see other people there that she went to school with. And it just happened to be on this weekend. Now, mind you, another reason why I don't believe it's just random is because whoever went into this house, in my opinion, they had to have, there was no cameras in that surrounding area that could have caught it. So this person knew that, which makes me believe it's somebody that lives in that area or has been around there. And they were following Kaylee or whoever, one of them on social media, and was watching them, knew that she was in town, and went in that sliding glass door late that night, just happened to be after she got home, probably hadn't been in that house before, or maybe had and didn't know where she was or whatever, and took a wrong turn and went into the room with the couple at first. And somebody woke up and they seen him, and he had to feel like he did what he did there, and then went on to find her and found her in the room in the same exact bed with her best friend, Maddie. And that's what allegedly happened, was Maddie and Kaylee were in the same room, in the same bed. And I believe that's what happened. And maybe this person was planning on going in and assaulting somebody and ended up feeling like they had to just do what he did to the first 2, and then it was on and popping from there. But I don't believe that this was random. I don't believe somebody drove into that neighborhood. Somebody walked there, whether it be they walked 3 miles, which I don't think so, because there's no cameras. I don't think with anybody randomly walking with like a hoodie on or something, or somebody walked from their home and knew if they went in the back, they would not be seen. I just don't understand how everybody's not a suspect. Everybody should be a suspect right now. And I would be infuriated if I lived in that town and there was no answers. Somebody knew that house. Somebody knew there was no cameras there. What are the chances that somebody random would have just happened to go into a house just randomly with 4 people with no cameras, nobody saw anything, with no cell phones pinging, and just happened to have drove somewhere and then walked, and then just happened to have gone in somewhere where a door was open because there was no signs of a break-in? It's not possible. Somebody knew them, somebody knew the area, and I believe somebody is sitting there watching all of this and is just more and more happy every time the media or the police say that they don't have a suspect. It's gross. And I actually think this person's probably going to do this again, because when somebody does a crime like this and they get away with it, it's like they get a rush. It may not be immediate, but like look at the Golden State Killer. His situations and the crimes that he committed was over decades. And sometimes it was one right after another. And sometimes it was, 10 years in between. Same thing with, Jeffrey Dahmer. That's these people, the first time they have these incidences, they get this rush. I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. Now let's watch the video of the girls walking.
What did you say to Adam? I told him what did you say to Adam? I told him
Now, people are really listening to this and picking this apart. This was allegedly the girls leaving, the pub. And one of the girls said to the other one, "What did you tell Adam?" And then the other one said, "I told Adam everything." It has later come out that Adam is the bartender. That conversation could have been about anything. I don't think that's anything. Again, like I just said, I think somebody was watching them on their social media, knew she was in town for whatever reason, maybe had been obsessing over Kaylee. And I hate to really say it was her, because I hope that the other parents don't feel like it was one of the students' fault that the other students lost their lives. It was the person that did it's fault. That's it, point blank, period. But maybe this person was obsessing over one of them, maybe Kaylee, and maybe wanted to assault or do something, but then lost their chance because she moved out and then saw that she was back in town and came to finish it or to fulfill that fantasy that person had. I don't know. I just think it was somebody in that area. And if I was in that town, I would not be able to sleep until this person was caught. And I've thought about this a lot. Our oldest son, Jordan, he did go to college at FSU for a bit, and now he's in the military. But if he was at this school, especially in such a small town, you're not talking about Atlanta or LA where it's millions and millions and millions of people, right? We're talking about a very small town. I would be really trying to talk my son into coming home and switching schools. I would not be okay with him being there. And that's just my personal opinion. It's so scary to know that there's somebody on the loose that did this. And they're probably watching everything. So what do you guys think? What are your theories? I want to know y'all's theories down below. I think all these videos that we're watching, it's great, but I think it's somebody that is in that area. Let me know what you guys think down below. Other than that, I will see y'all on Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all are having a great week. I hope everybody is doing good. All my prayer warriors, it probably wouldn't hurt for you guys to just send up some extra prayers to the families of these 4 students, because I know they have got to be hurting in an unimaginable way, especially with Christmas right around the corner and no answers for them yet. So pray for them. And other than that, I love you guys, and I will see y'all on Friday. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.